Why, hello everyone, and welcome to the stream. This is Otaku Shobo. Today is Tuesday, October 4th, 2022. And today, I am expecting that we are going to be finishing our playthrough of Factorio with the 248K and Krastorio 2 mods. Because of that, we are going to go straight into the game, and we of course, we have a kitty. Hi, big boy, big Ollie. The Ollie is here. He's pretty boy. He's happy boy. Yes, there's my Ollie. That's the Ollie. He's pretty. So, yeah. Few things I want to mention at the start that between last stream and this stream, I added and used deadlocks loaders again. Remember, we started the playthrough with these, but decided against it because Krastorio has loaders. Well, see, I needed something a little bit faster than what Krastorio offers, and I wanted to start using ultimate belts. I'm using the Oshima and Pankenko mod version of ultimate belts because, you know, it works. Because it works. It's fine. I am using it right now. It changes some of the graphics on ultimate belts mod and adjusts some of the max speed stuff. So the top tier gray belt can go at 450 items per second. Now, Ultimate Belts mod has compatibility with Deadlocks mods, in that it will add loaders of Ultimate Belt speed following Deadlocks. So you have to have the Deadlocks loaders installed as well as this one to get loaders that can do up to 450 items per second. So that's what I have done. We can see what the final mod list looks like here. I'm going to hit continue, and we're going to go over some of the things that I did between streams as we go into the day today. First up, I'm speedy. I move a little quickly now, just a bit fast. Is fine. I have power armor Mark IV with a few things inside of it. Yes, that's 9 superior exoskeletons with enough power to power them all constantly. And tech upgrades as well to movement speed. If I look at my bonuses, my movement speed of me is... Does it even show? Walking speed plus 145%. Before the bonuses on the armor, I think. I think this is just tech bonus is plus 145 plus 60 times 9. You know, a few, just a bit of a bonus there. Just a little bit of bonus walking speed. We also have a bit of mining speed on here. We've got 150 bonus inventory slots. That's, I have a scroll bar now on my inventory screen because I've taken a few infinite techs, just a few. I'm working on one right now that's 96k science packs on like mining productivity because I got all the way to like the 125k mark on worker robot speed, and I think the same on the robot size. Oh no, the cargo size is only at 64. Hey, you could do that. We're gonna have to change what tech we're taking though, and we'll do that rather quickly. You may notice a few things have changed in the mall. A few updates have happened in here. There's a lot of bacon going on, and I should mention I have a bit more power than when we left off last time. You see, I needed more power, so I added a gigawatt. Oh, big yawn. Big yawn from the kitty. Yes, big yawn. I added a gigawatt of antimatter reactor power. So this is just Krastorio power at this point. A gigawatt with the Krastorio stuff is 334-ish antimatter reactors. Now the wonderful thing about this is that I am running this off of a single pump jack, not even the full output of a single pump jack to make the matter, which I think this is one of those few things, giga or tera. This is 1.3 terawatt. Hi, yeah, it's when I said tera, I meant tera. That we've got a terawatt of antimatter reactors. Each one is 3 gigs. So it's just enough matter production to produce from the matter assembler. But the key thing here is that this thing has Gauss modules, and what we're getting here is 2 antimatter per empty antimatter container. And these things return 1-to-1 empty antimatter containers. I, in fact, overproduce on antimatter, and I have to void the excess empty containers from this system. But, you know, it effectively uses half the matter to provide the power. It's glorious. I love it. It's absolutely fantastic. Next point to make, now that Kitty has left and I can cut that camera. Next point to make. I've got a bit of I got a few rockets that are able to launch. I've limited them from launching because I have enough of their products right now. We're launching for space data right now, but everything else I pretty much have plenty of. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I think something got screwy. I think something got screwy here. Oh yeah, something got screwy here. I think these ended up changing from what they were supposed to be. Oops. Oopsies. Yeah, I've just noticed that. Yeah, because all of these are launching space probes. I need them to launch Sputniks. Hold on, I need to change that to the Sputniks. What's interesting is that I actually noticed this as a thing because the logic was showing the Sputnik satellite stuff. Not the Sputniks, it was showing the output of the Sputnik launches, which was these guys, but I wasn't getting any of those guys in here. Yeah. Yep, so now I need to, like, do some of that on these 4, at least, maybe 6. Yes, we'll have 6 of those, because we have, like, a lot. 8. 10? We have 10 others making the, deep space card stuff. So I'll have all these guys launch and give me the data from the Sputniks. Yeah, that was a mistake. Don't know how that ended up happening. I know how it ended up happening. It was cut and paste. And, yeah, it just ended up messing up. Just as long as we still have the ones giving me glorious deep space ore. But yeah, it needs a few things to actually operate fully, but, you know, animation times, actual craft time does not take into account animation times. So, yeah, it works. It's a thing. Next up, I need to mention something very important, and I talked about this on Discord a little bit, but fusion assembling machines. You may have noticed that they have a crafting speed of 10, and we've got the a set of beacons that we can fit around these that provide, 9 full module effects each. It's 18 at 50%. So we can fit 16 of these around one of these fusion assembling machines, giving us a crafting speed of 694. 694. Well, depending on the recipe and how fast the recipe is, we can end up in a very interesting situation if we add productivity to these buildings. A situation where we end up with a lot of productivity bonuses for each cycle. So, no, your eyes do not deceive you. This building is capable of producing 58,266.67 exotic science packs per second. From a total of 600 fusion tech and 60 each of the structured exotic matter up and down. Normally, it makes 200 without productivity. From 200 to, a lot more than that. 200 per single structured matter or 10 fusion tech, so times that by 6. So rather than being 1,200 per second on output at the tick rate, as one would expect, adding productivity to this adds a bit more than another 1,200. Like, you would expect it to output 2,400, right? If it's supposed to be 1,200, you add 100% productivity to the building, it should give you double the output, right? Wrong, because the game processes productivity as if the number of cycles that are supposed to happen in a single tick actually happen, even though only one cycle happens in a given tick. So, rather than, the regular 100% productivity applying to the one cycle that happens in a tick, however many cycles are supposed to happen in that frame or in that tick is actually how many cycles of productivity you end up getting on the output, and this applies to all recipes that accept the productivity effect, of which the vast majority of recipes accept Gauss modules, including Gauss modules themselves. So, and Stokes modules that make them. Yeah, so I have a bit of bacon action going on in here, making use of this exploit. It's basically free productivity based off of speed. Like, the faster the building goes, the more productivity you get, and so the more free stuff that you get. So now this Gauss 6.art, the Gauss 3 module, as I've been calling it, yeah, it's a better ratio. It's a much better ratio. It's supposed to be 6 of the previous Gauss module. Yeah, that's not a 6-to-1. That's not a 6-to-1 ratio anymore. Yeah, it's and that applies down the entire chain. That applies down the entire chain of Stokes modules, at the very least. It does not apply on slower recipes like the regular module recipes. We are not faster than the tick rate on these. I need the production. I need the production. It's just we're not exploiting anything here from speed, at least on the standard modules. We are not either on the rocket control units. Where we are, though, is on basically every single belt. Every belt recipe is fast enough, including all the loader stuff. You can make use of this on, say, yellow belts, where you can convert 60 iron plates and iron gears into nearly 3,000 belts of output. And then 60 of those belts each can make another 1448 reds. And 60 reds could theoretically make 60 blues, but there's a thing about the blues because it needs a fluid. Fusion assembling machines do not take fluids, so I'd have to set up with the advanced assembling machine. I just haven't done it yet. But going on to the ultimate belts mod belts, it's... yeah, it just, it cascades. It cascades several steps all the way up to the fastest belt here, of which we do not need this much production on these belts. Same for the undergrounds and same for the splitters. It's just, it's mwah, chef's kiss. It's glorious. Absolutely glorious. And this does not apply to any of the standard sciences, although I need the production on the sciences. Even the blue, the purples, and the yellows. So I'm making red, green, blue, purple, yellow, and all of the regular sciences here. All of the sciences that I need, I think all of the sciences that I need for getting into 248K stuff. I'm just going to double check. Yes, because it's exotic science packs for the whites and optimization tech cards on the blacks. I now have all of these science packs being produced in the mall area, so that we can make these packs and put down S-Labs and probably laugh a little at how fast it's gonna go. Because yeah, we're gonna make use of this. So I've been doing a few things, making as best use as I can of this exploit. It doesn't really apply to the immersite crystals. I just needed more immersite crystals, but it does apply to nitric acid. Yeah, this is productivity exploits right here. This is productivity exploits right here. This is not, but you know, when you have enough to make 10,000 ammonia and you're only actually using 3,000 of it to make 10,000 and you're barely even using any of it to process crystals. Yeah, it's glorious. There's a lot of rocket noises happening over there. Let's walk away a little bit. Yeah, so productivity exploits happening at circuits for green circuits and red circuits, and for electronic components and the silicon for the electronic components. Productivity exploits are just basically everywhere across the base at this point for everything that is a fast enough recipe to make use of it. Otherwise, it's still got beacons anyway to just improve the output. Like here at the Immer site plates, this is not a fast enough recipe for the productivity speed exploiting, but I still need a lot of plates regardless. And so that's what I have done. I believe every active train is now a... Oh yeah, here's my train. I sort of left my personal train behind. Every active train should be a Mark II EM train at this point. So the only exceptions are trains that are no longer operating. Everything else should be upgraded by this point, and I've like isolated factories that aren't even operating anymore, like all 4 of these. We don't need those anymore. We've replaced them with better stuff over time. Anyway, that's like the general overview of the shenanigans. Oh yeah, the shenanigans also apply to making combined matter up and down. Technically, I don't really need the up, or I don't need the down as much as I need the up. So yeah, better than 1-to-1 ratio on the structured matter to combined matter, which it's supposed to be a 2-to-1 ratio. That improves to 1-to-1 with regular productivity, but it just is at the edge where it gets a little bit extra from having all of the speed bonuses on the beacons around it. It's very, very minor, but it does actually work up to 10-second craft times. It's glorious. Absolutely freaking glorious. Oh yeah, and I expanded my production of the structured matter that we had set up last time. I've got like 40.58 of each, but minus the amount needed to keep the cycles going. Yeah, you know, just a bit more of this. Just a bit more. But yeah, the most extreme example is here with the exotic science packs. Like, this is super awesome, extreme, like, free science. It's free, basically. Like, it's free, especially when you get the structured matter out of literally nothing, and it's just costing some fusion tech to get the exotic science packs. It's absolutely glorious. Now, while I am here and thinking about it, let's set up the stuff here. Let's set up these packs. That would be great. These packs need heat. Just so as we're clear, I need to be able to provide heat to these matter chargers, and I need to do some research fusing as well. Now, I believe I've already set up a spot where I can just crush some deep space ore into crushed exotic matter. That's a step 1. And then down here I have a spot for producing deep data and combined stacked deep data. Now let's go ahead and get this going. This uses combined matter up and down, as well as deep data, the deepest of deep. Where's deep data? There it is. And then deep data itself is going to require module frames. Oh boy, good thing I have a bunch of those. Good thing I have several hundred per second of production of those, I'm pretty sure. Where are they again? Frames, here. Module frames. We need HCP circuits. Oh boy. Good old pink circuits. Where do those live? Here. We need the crushed exotic matter, and we will need exotic matter stabilizers. So we need to make the exotic matter stabilizers. And those are going to need matter chargers. Okay. So, I'm going to need heat. I'm going to need heat, which, best way for me to get access to heat is through solid fuel nuclear reactors. Now, I don't think I've done the thing yet. Oh, we've got a kitty. He's brought his baby. He's brought his baby. Yeah, he brought his chipmunk. He brought his little chipmunk. Yeah, that's Ollie's baby. Oh, you're gonna bat it until it falls down? And then expect me to pick it up? Because that's just what you do. I need to bring in the fuel. Yep, he knocked it down. He knocked it down. MU235 fuel rods. I've got plenty of the fuel rods. I did scale those a bit using the outputs from my star reactors. I did do this thing over here. Yeah, it's producing a bit more thanks to star reactor output bringing in by train. So yeah, we've got plenty. Here's your baby. Oh, you're hooked. Yeah, you got it. You got it. Yeah, where'd it go? Where'd it go? There it is. There's the chipmunk. Yes, you groom your chipmunk. You groom it. Okay. I'm gonna do an array of a few of these somewhere. Yeah, sure, why not? I'm gonna need a thingy. And I'm going to need input and output stuffs. So give me that and give me... May as well just put the building. That is not the building. That is the building. Hello. You are going to bring me some glorious U-235 fuel rods, and I'm going to just copy this and paste it down the line. Copy the whole thing and paste it. I'm realizing I've made a horrible mistake. That's better. That's better. Yeah, I made a terrible mistake by not keeping the heat lines free. I'm gonna need these. He knocked his baby down. Do I have any idea about what I'll stream next? I have an idea, but I'm not exactly decided. So pretty much the only option is Newlius. I mean, frankly, that's like one of the only options I have left at this point of a series that I haven't streamed of an overhaul mod. Of a overhaul mod that's, you know, in a winnable state. I don't think there's very much left that I haven't that I can stream. Key point. Key thing there. That I can stream. Yeah, that's your baby. Don't knock it down. Alright, let's get one of these guys over here. This produces 300 megawatts. How much is this producing? Yeah, 300 because it's on the end. Give me the heat. Give the heat. The heat is awesome. So this thing is going to be able to produce up to 1 per second. It needs a few things. I cannot speed module these. Do you share heat? That's the other question I have. Do you share heat? You do! Oh, that's so wonderful. They share heat. That's very good to know. That's extremely good to know that they share heat. So basically, I'm just gonna keep this normal. I don't need to do anything special on this. Looks like I need to get a delivery of high energy crystals, but yeah, this'll produce some structured exotic matter. Now, or from exotic matter stabilizers, excuse me. I have a question. What production of these do I need to produce enough to supply a black hole generator? What is the production that I need of the exotic matter stabilizers in order to maintain a terawatt of power production from a black hole generator? Because I do not know the answer to this question, and it's nowhere. The answer is nowhere. It's 1 for every 30 ticks. 1 each 30 ticks. Yeah, so 2 per second. And 30 lithium... 30? 30. You're saying I only need 30? Lithium? I'm making 1,000 from a star reactor, a star engine. It's only gonna 830. My thought was to use a loader that is only a 30 item per second loader. Oh wait, that... There's a thing about that. They actually load faster than 30. Yeah, so I would need to run the inserter. Yeah, it's weird. So, loaders in this game, they load faster than they say on the tooltip. It's just a thing about how the mechanic works. The belt segment being super short. At least from what I've noticed, even applying to the Krastorio loaders, they load faster than they say, as far as I can tell anyway. But they should unload at the correct speed. So as long as I've got a pair of reds... Oh. As long as I've got a pair of reds, that should be fine. Get rid of those. So if I need 2 per second, then I need a couple more of these. I don't know if I have the energy crystals for that, though. Where are my energy crystals at? It's waiting to fill the train. Right. Because this is operating basically at its full rate. It's limited by this. Well, I guess I have to go over there because I'm noticing that, where is it again? Where was I just looking? Over here? this way. Yes, it is actually faster for me to run, because I can run in straight lines. Where? Would help not getting lost. There. This way. This is the way. This is the way. So, 43.33. 57.84. The Gauss module difference. I didn't actually look, so that will make up to 57.84 from 30.6. Yeah. Even replacing speed modules, just giving it that productivity makes it so much better. Oh, and it's 1-to-1. Hey, hey! It's 1-to-1 now. So yeah, that should definitely make it so that I'm able to produce enough of these artificial energy crystals. Because this should definitely be good enough. Now, question. The answer is no. So every recipe that uses liquid lead coolant, every single one is incapable of using Gauss modules. It's a little sad. There's some rather important recipes that I wish I could Gauss module that I can't because they don't want you to overproduce, like, net positive on the coolant. It's sad because I think there is a way to not do the productivity on the coolant and have it on only the primary output to only output, like, the one high energy crystal. It's like the same mechanic as on... Oh, that might be the thing. It's the same mechanic as on centrifuges. It might be hard-coded to only apply to centrifuges. That would suck, if true. Yeah, you know what? Because it applies to this recipe as well, because you only get the one. Okay. So that hard productivity, like, exception, that hard exception on productivity, it must be hard-coded to only apply to centrifuges. So in the base game, with the Covarex process, there was a period of time, I believe, during development of Factorio where you could not add productivity to centrifuges because of an exploit with Covarex, in that because it would output like 41 units of U-235 on its cycle, when the productivity tick happened, it would give you 41 free units of U-235. So no one really liked the fact that you couldn't put productivity modules on it. So what the developers ended up doing was developing an exception that applies to centrifuges so that the recipe gives you 1 U-235 when a productivity hits, rather than 41 when a productivity hits. So it adds 1 unit. It gives you just 1 unit for each cycle. This limitation appears to only be active on centrifuges, so this mod, which I believe this is the 248K mod that adds this stuff, this mod makes use of that as a mechanic, in that this will not output extra of the other thing that you get out of this. You get your 9 down matter back, and you need 10 down matter to get the cycle moving to convert it into up matter. Just, as an example, it's making use of that limitation where it will only output the primary, quote unquote, the primary product, one of the primary product for each productivity cycle. It's unfortunate that we cannot apply that mechanic to other machines, is the point I'm trying to make. It would be nice to be able to apply that, like, hard-coded limit from centrifuges to other machines. And I don't know how we could do that. To, like, try to trick the game into thinking that the machine is actually a centrifuge. While also maintaining the centrifuge. It's a little... it's tricky. It is tricky, but we should be getting our full 31.33 high-energy crystals per second now. I'm realizing I can add another 2 beacons into this. So it's actually 34.33. I'm pretty sure I'm making more than that on the crystals here. Yeah. Yeah, enough time has passed. It is producing more than enough. The only key thing here is that this does, unfortunately, need to have some limit on it because 30 per second is not fast enough to keep a buffer that big. I almost died. I sort of, like, I T-boned the train in that instance. So it looks like we are producing now on these, and that we haven't produced previously any of this structured exotic, or any of these stabilizers. The high energy crystals are going to be a problem here if I wanted to actually use a black hole generator to produce a terawatt of energy. It's something that I can do. I'm making a terawatt through antimatter. I'm making a terawatt from antimatter. I have the capacity for a terawatt from antimatter, as you can see. I could run a white hole generator if I wanted to. A singular white hole generator if I wanted to. It's not worth it, but I could do it. All right, let's set up, like, the matter chargers on this stuff. How do I want to go about this? So it's going to be like 150 megawatts each. So at best, I can have 2 of these off of the ends. That was purple. Ah, that just leaves red, all by its lonesome. Yeah, see, they've stopped, so my production clearly isn't good enough on the high energy crystals, and there's not really a great way around that. Oh yeah, we're getting the full output of each one of these. That's cool. Doink, doink. Wait a minute. Okay, you are delivering. Doink, 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 and doink. And doink. That should be that. We should get deliveries on this guy. Oh, right. You know, we sorta need those crystals. Oh, right. This is too much for this. I have to move this. Yeah. I can only support 2 off the one on the end. The one in the middle can support, still only 2. I can't add another 150 megawatts because it only does 420 and not 450. So, you know, 2 each on these reactors is fine. Ah, yes, we are getting our wonderful and glorious packs. For whatever reason, they haven't delivered any of the stacked data over here, so make a few of these, please. Please. Please make things. And then I have to, well, A, change my recipe, or change my technologies, but I also need to find, or just request, the labs, the S labs. Hello, S labs. So, S labs take the sciences. They do not have module slots. However, they are able to be affected by modules. As you can see, they do gain research speed from beacons. So one of the few buildings in the game where we can actually beacon a building that doesn't have module slots. Now, the throughputs on it, like, this is wrong. This is not the right science packs, but the throughput of like 6 each, such that I think I'm gonna prefer just having the individual packs in each doohickey. We have 7 sciences, right? So give me those, all of them. Give me those, all of them. Give me those. Those. Ta-da! So, now all we need to do is switch our techs. Doink, 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 doink. Yes, each of these is 10k. Each of these is 10,000 units, and then I need to copy this. Actually, I need to stick my power in there so that I'm able to paste a couple more iterations of this, ideally. Really, I only need one more iteration, so undo that one. I just need enough to do up to the 10 per second of production, which... Oh, actually, you know what? 3 would have been fine. Because now that it's moving, yes, 3 is fine. That'll eat up all of my production. Since this doesn't have productivity on it, you can't put the Gauss modules on it. You actually do need 10,000 units of these science packs per tech. So, 0.7 stacked deep data. How am I? You just finished Angels and Bobs? Yeah, it's always a good feeling finishing a modded playthrough. I'm doing alright. I think we will finish this, although technically I'm thinking that I will need to do some additional scaling because, you know, the time it will take to go through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 techs, 70,000 science packs, producing 10 per second. It's 70,000 of each science pack at 10 per second of each one is a while. It's a couple of hours. So we need more. We need scale. We need more scaling. Yes, even more scaling shall happen. So that will double, and then we will double again. And yes, I do understand that this will ultimately mean that I do have to go over and make way more high energy crystals. That will also mean that I get to triple the size of this. But that's okay too. I am pretty sure that I am overproducing on these matter chargers though, so that's great. But the fun part is getting to that point where we can just be laughing in the fact that we're able to actually feed all of it. So I'm going to need one of these buildings. At least one. I'm going to need crystal growers. I have advanced chem plants. Oh yeah, I should have... I should have done the thing with the advanced chem plants. Oh no. Why did I not do the thing with the advanced chem plants? That's so... obvious. That's so obvious. I should have... Gauss module the thingy. Gauss the thingy. And more bacon. I'm pretty sure I can carry around a few more bacon. Just bring me the bacon. All of the bacon will be mine. It shall be mine. Glorious, juicy bacon. Now this is able to produce up to 25.9, but I'm gonna need another. I'm gonna need more of this guy. Yeah, I'm gonna need more of this guy right in here, and that's gonna need apparently more HCP circuits. No, it just needs the structure exotic matter. I'm gonna need more of those HCP circuits. One thing at a time. One glorious thing at a time. Down here. Alright. So, we are clearly overproducing on the mysterious energy crystals with our 57.84 per second. What do we really need? We need 34 refined crystals. If I'm looking to, if I'm looking to triple this, if we're looking to do 3x, oh dang, I should request those. Let's go and okay, it's straight down from here. That's good to know. Give me things. Thank you for things. Going down, straight south. So significantly faster to do this way. Just run and forego the vehicle. Okay, I am going to need lead, which, you know, I sort of have that in my personal train, so it's actually faster to just run to my train to grab some crushed lead and then run back than it is to take the train, because I don't have to, like, go onto my own train tracks following the not straight lines of the train tracks. Let's see. So you produce up to 1,200. You produce more than that. Thanks. You produce, yeah, 24,320. That's better. Same thing here. You don't produce 4,800. You produce 97. Yeah, that's more betterer. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes. Just yes. That is the amount. And these three are only using 433.8, so you know we're just saving resources here rather than making use of the output. It's reducing the input effectively on all of this. The question is... Oh, right. I need to actually do this and make... do this and make the coolant from the thing. And I can do so productively and use less crushed lead. Yeah, because obviously I should have cut and then paste up here so I can throw in a bit more of that crushed lead. Yeah. Now that should be enough to cycle. So now I need to scale the refined crystals up to 103 because currently we have 57.84. Yeah, we need to double this, which will end up meaning that we will need a total of 115 of these, which means only adding one more. And you know what? I think we've got the regular crystal. Oh no, we will need to get more of those because they cycle back. Wait a second. Hold on, that doesn't show the productivity. Actual craft time. Oh, right, because... Duh. Actual craft time automatically subtracts the amount that gets reused. So what we're showing here is we're actually getting 57.84 net out. But the reality is that each of these machines is actually producing double to cycle back. It's producing enough to cycle back. And how did I do this in here? Like so, with green belt. Yeah, I can just upgrade that to other stuff, my grays. Still means that we need more. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. We're producing 57.84. We will need 48.2. So it's fine. It's perfectly fine. I can just grab the thing. This whole thing and double the thing. Doesn't even matter where it is, just double the thing. It does mean that I need to... Oh, good, you're doing duct shenanigans. 1205 is a bit much, though. I'm going to do that replacement and put down a pump. Just so that I can keep an eye on the actual output here. I'm pretty sure it is able to do that, 1205, because we've got like pump here, doing these outputs, so it should be good. We should be good on that front. But this also means I need more crystal matrix liquid by doubling this. Oh, why can't you just be aligned? I mean, that's an alignment, right? Doink, 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 doink. Okay. Each of these needs 964. Oh joy. It's making enough. This is the whole point of having the ducks, by the way, is so that I can do things like this. Okay, that to there. Power the thing. Alright, that is that. That is that. So, by doing this... Oh, and I should pay attention. Where am I making... Oh, I'm crushing here. Like, duh. I'm crushing here. That's not... So I'm only getting half. I'm getting 12K. Because I'm not fully beaconing these buildings. And I'm not able to fully beacon these two in this position. I'd have to have the robots do the thing. Right, that's using another 22.1 mysterious crystals. I am going to need additional mysterious crystal production. I am going to need more mysterious energy crystal production. So I'm going to do this here. Decided. I need to upgrade planner this, and then upgrade. Oh, you don't do upgrades that way. Okay, I need to have a custom upgrade planner. You know what? I'm just gonna undo all of that upgrade planner shenaniganery. Did not mean to do that. It's fine. So this one, we're gonna go, yeah, all the way top end. Oh, right, I can't change the loaders. But that's okay. Run this. Yeah. And then here. Yeah. Okay, and then the input on this. Give it power. Let the speed adjust. The input on this is not that much acid. What? Wait, why are you slower? Are you missing? Oh, you're missing a whole 2 more. That's okay. That's fine. I don't need all that much anyway. Yeah, so we get to do this right here. Do not need ducts for this. Just needs a little bit of a seed of crystals. And voila! We have more production on the mysterious energy crystals so that I am able to actually provide enough to keep up with the production on the matrix, crystal matrix that we're using, and the production on artificial energy crystals and the production on these refined crystals, so that now I am able to make up to 103 per second on the high energy crystals. Now, unfortunately, from here, I think the scaling is just gonna have to involve, oh, these are Ki3 beacons, not 2s. These are most definitely Ki3 beacons everywhere. I think the scaling of this is just gonna be copy the whole thing. And plonk it. Yeah, I think that's just gonna have to be the, quote-unquote scaling going forward, is just copy the whole thing. What are the actual inputs on here? There's some crude oil and coal and lithium. It's actually just oil, coal, and lithium, all of which we have in excessive abundance. So, there really isn't any good reason why I shouldn't just do this. Just get rid of all these guys up here as best I can. Because I don't want to just produce high energy crystals, I want to produce way more than I need. And frankly, there's nothing really better to do until I actually get the technology for the 248K stuff anyway. Still managed to miss an inserter. So yeah, we get to plonk that bad boy down, and then we get to plonk that bad boy down, and then we get to plonk that bad boy down. Because if it's not worth doing, or if it's not worth overdoing, it's not worth doing in the first place. So we're gonna overdo on everything, and I'm gonna have to run a planner across here, roll across everything, so that I'm using the faster belts and I'm using the level 2 bacon. The only issue is that I guess I really should just get loaders, green loaders, given to me, because I have to go and get like bunches upon bunches of bacon for this. We're on the 31. Oh gosh, we've already gone through a. We're on our like third. This is the third? No, fourth. This is the fourth one, and it's over halfway. It's almost done. Well, that was a little bit faster than I anticipated. Frankly. See, now the limit is, in fact, HCP circuits. That's our new speed limit. I'm going to work on solving this speed limit before solving the HCP circuit speed limit. And bear in mind that all this, in order to actually get it running, needs the seed crystals, and it needs the fluid. Wow, really? I guess I need at least 400. How much? Oh god, I need alright, I need like 700. Yo, give me 800 bacons. I like bacon. Do you like bacon? I like bacon. Oh gosh, I'm out of crystal growers as well. Oh boy, yeah, this is pretty resource intensive. And we need to provide the oil as well, the tiny trickle of oil. I think I'll finish this after I do the HCPs, because I do need to get all the way down here. Oh god, I already did. I already did. Right. I was working on... I remember now. Yeah, I didn't finish it. God, I should have finished it. Oh, the train isn't moving enough stuff. Okay, that's, So there's a couple of issues there that need to get fixed. Let's go fix them. One is that the train is limited, which means that I may have accidentally the train, not upgraded it when I should have upgraded it. This isn't the one. This is the one. Alright, we're gonna fix that real quick. Hello. Yeah, you are limited. I don't want you limited. Oh, stack size is 500 on you. Didn't realize that. But you know what? I do want to scale this, because right now our production is 102 up to, limited by the amount of hydrofluoric it's getting, and it's not getting. It's not getting enough. Which is why I've been building this, which will be able to do a little bit more. Just a little bit more than that. Yes, this is absolutely making use of productivity exploits, productivity speed exploits. This building runs faster than the tick rate, so we're getting our 100% productivity based off of the theoretical max rate of production, even though it is limited to one cycle per tick. Ah, boy. Yeah. So this needs 3,000 per second. I just needed an exhaust, I think, here. Where's my exhaust? Exhaust. There's the exhaust there. So apply the exhaust there. Right, I needed a bunch of exhaust. Right. I remember now. I remember now why I hated this system. I remember exactly why I did not enjoy this system particularly much. It's because this is producing 25,975 units of water. And these have a speed limit on the fluid handling facilities. Theoretically, this does 72,000 units of fluid through the ducts, so that's why I've set up a duct system on this. But still, am I good? Am I like just good here? I need to provide petroleum, which means I need another exhaust. I'm gonna have to steal an exhaust. Because, yeah, I'm gonna need to throw an intake on my petroleum. Oh god, I don't really have that much room for an intake on this petroleum. Duct intake. Go there. Sure, why not? But we're just gonna have to be doing things all oddly for this. I wish it would auto-place. I wish it would autoplay so much. Alright, lots of curves. Curve, 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 curve. Alright. You are now producing PCBs. You are now producing 481.6 PCBs. Oh, right, you need water. Oh, right, you need a lot of water. But I only need 3,000, so... Right, I did not leave the space to get rid of the acidic water out of this. We need the hydrofluoric acid. I didn't leave the thingy there. Right, and I also need the fluorine. Okay. Take it in steps. Take it in steps. So, it is a fluid. That means that we get to do one of these. This takes Gauss modules. It can output a lot. And as I mentioned, it can output a lot, but you also have a lot of water as well to contend with. So even though I need 240, that's going to be a lot of water to contend with from also a lot of dirty water, which this does not take Gauss modules, unfortunately. Yeah, it's just speed on you. Whoops, I needed that. Okay. So, if I duct, I can cycle the water, but it overproduces on the water if I duct. If I don't productivity module, I end up with 60. So let's think of it this way. This only costs stone, okay? This only eats up stone. It's gonna eat 300 stone. Or something like that. It's gonna eat, what is the ratio here? It's 8 stone for every 100. So it's 8 times 30. So it's 240 stone per second that it eats. Unless I do this, in which case then it eats way less than that. That'll output up to 450, and I don't need 450, right? I need only 240. The issue here is the water, and... I'm gonna need another exhaust. I need to restock. Need to go back to the mall for a glorious restock, but while I'm on the way, let's place down all of this wonderful bacon and limit ourselves back to 100, 200, whatever. Juicy bacon. So much bacon. So much bacon. We're actually getting close to 248K element, by the way. It's only one more tack. So all this may be just in vain, but whatever. Is fine. Is fine. No worries. Is okay. We've begun working on the 248K element tech. How glorious. here we are. We have arrived. We apparently have enough of these doohickeys. Okay, I need to, well, power that for one. You will need, yeah, lots of water, lots of sulfuric. Doesn't need to run fully. It only needs 3,000. I need to keep that in mind. Don't worry about the amount of the stuffs. Where's my exhaust? Exhaust. Curve. Or should I just... Yeah, I should just have it from the side anyway. Please tell me you can align very, very easily. You do not. Curves. Okay, that is the sulfuric. Then I need... what's known as an infinite amount of water. Voiding? Yeah, what's known as an infinite amount of water at this point. I need just the water. How much does that say? 2,400 or 24,000, excuse me. They do 1,200 each. They do 1,200 each. I'm actually going to make this a full cross. I'm going to need a few exhausts. Just a few exhausts on here. Not exhaust, intake. What am I thinking? This is intake. Okay. Intake can come in through an actual tank or pair of tanks or whatever you want with that, and then you can feed the tank with multiple water wells. So here's what I'll do. I'll do doink. One tile up, one tile up. This one will be 6. The only issue with this is I'd rather it be like that. Although that doesn't necessarily work. Alright, that'll do. Because this way I can double it fairly easily, you know? So that's 6 times 1,200 is 7,200. There's 7,200. Oh, and this system... Alright, as long as there's water present that it can start with, this one is... Hey, we finished the techs. We finished those techs, so now... Now I get this. Of course. curve or just actually one of these? No, I need curve. Curve. There's curve. And then bring me stone. I just want it to move. Like, please, please move. There. Is moving. Has produced and is now overproduced on the water. So, this here. That is a tile off, I think. Or is it? No, it is aligned. Good. Hello, my dolly. I've got a dolly. She's here. Hello. Hello, baby. Baby dolly. Yeah, we got your back here. We've got Ollie's baby still sitting here. Huh? Yeah, big bushy tail. How's the dolly? Yeah, how's the dolly? How's the baby? Well, whatever. I don't need that as the intake, because we already have the intake. More curves. Yeah, that'll get rid of, probably more than the excess, because this doesn't have any overflow control. But it's fine. It's fine. We'll be okay. We'll be okay. It better be. It better be. Dolly, where you going? She wants to go to the window, so she's going to the window. All right, let's call that one, I think, for now. Oh right, you need stuffs. We need to request stuffs. Go ahead, make stuffs. Then void stuffs. Oh right, I don't have enough stuffs to void stuffs. Here, let me grab at least one. Oh right, you don't use that to void that. You need these to void that. And that has its own set of shenanigans. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Don't you worry. I just wanna add gold, add copper, and add PCB. Just PCB, and then output into chest. Now we're not gonna get the full 519. That's gonna have to just be a given. We're not gonna get the full 519 on here. We're gonna be, in fact, limited by these guys being able to void all of the stuffs. The acid water of this. But it looks like we are able to at least void enough here until I see that we do need more throughput on gold on the wires, and then that is actually the full 100% uptime on here, producing 519. God, that means it's a stack every 2 seconds on each of these wagons. And it means that I can stop this. I'm gonna, of course, keep the gold yes, that's 60 into 1500, and that's 240 into 3256. I can stop those from moving because we have much more efficient processes now. And then I get to leave because I'm done. I'm done. I'm not really planning on going back. As much as I would like to finish off this high energy crystal scaling, we no longer need any amount whatsoever of these. We no longer need any amount whatsoever of any of the packs. Yes, because clearly the game was designed around the concept of spending these packs. We do not actually need these. After getting those techs. Those are the only techs that use these things. It's like, okay, well, now what? Now what? Well, we still need to actually use the science. That is the next part of this. Yeah, there's no real point to the S labs anymore. We don't even need the S labs because we've picked up all the techs needed to get up to the 248K element. Now, this is done in research fusers to get all of the data up to 248K element. I only need one 248K element. So let's make that clear. We're going to do a nice line. Ah, boy. So we need to make red data, green data, blue data, purple data, yellow data, black data, white data. We need to make the 3.6K element, the 7.2, the 15.5, the 31K, the 62K, the 124K, and the 248K. These are all Gaussable. Not like I have the speed. This is a 10-second recipe on a building that has a 1 second, or a base crafting speed of 1 that is too slow to get any extra productivity from speeding up the building, so it does not matter at all. I am going to do this, though, because I see that the throughput requirement on the tech cards is sufficiently high. They're all going to need deep data. Standard deep data, not the next level up. Oh, I didn't actually use this machine. Whoopsies. Well, I guess we'll have a gap. Alright, you are red science? Green science? We are halfway through the stream, but I don't think I'm going to take a break today. You are blue. Purple. As we just constant blaring of the sirens for the rocket launches below me. This one's yellow. And then this one's the optimization tech cards. And then this one is the exotic, which is the most free of any. Like this stuff, this is the freest of any of them. Alright, and then it is simply a matter of input and output. Provider, requester. Provide power. Request, 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 request. Request, request, request. This is already getting white data. Yes, that's a lot of white data. It needs 2,480 white data. to make the single 248K element. Yes, it's fairly slow per second. It's a 100-second craft time. Doesn't matter. It's fine. We have already made 3.6K. We have already made the 7.2. We're making the 15.5. We will soon-ish. We already have enough 15.5 to make 31K. We just need the purple data to do so. There we go. We have now made our 2 units of that. And then it's 2 units of that to make the next 62K. It just needs enough yellow data. Now, note that each one of these doubles the amount of the science packs needed. So this one, the 62K, needs 620 yellow data. Ah! Rockets. Rockets are blaring. The rockets blare. But once we make one of these, it will make 2 of them. We have 150% productivity on these machines. It'll really makes 2.5. Really makes 2.5, yeah, so it's gonna produce 3 on the next cycle when it does another cycle. And this is another very temporary production process, because, well, you're pretty much done once you've made 248K element. Yeah, and I've got a little alert about the extra stuff that still needs to be placed down below. But yeah, now we're making 62K. Now we're making the 62K. So there's our 2 of those, which will go in, and eventually we will have the 1020 or the 1240 black data, just like eventually we'll have the 2480 white data. Now for this, my thought is I'm gonna put a huge request in and potentially steal some, because I know that there is some that is going to here. I'm going to steal it. Where am I? Where am I? Where am I going? Over here. And then throw all of that in there. That way we can just blitz our way towards making plenty enough of black data. Should do the same thing with the exotic, but I think with this one we're just waiting on the machine to craft. Yeah, that's a bit better, because we have infinity exotic science packs. That's not the problem. Speaking of which, we still only have 328. 345. We need 1,000. Did you already chew through? Yes, you already chewed through those optimization tech cards. Joy. Oh, this has... Oh, that's a few. Get rid of that. Okay. Well, new plan. Ba-ba! Wow, you eat through that very fast. You eat through that very quickly. Good. Good. Didn't realize I had that much of a buffer of optimization tech cards, but you know what? It's good that I did. It's good that I did. So, gosh, we're not even halfway. We're not even halfway. And just remembering that we get 2.5 black data every cycle. So that 100 optimization is actually making 2.5. Yeah, they're already out. It's already out. We're almost there. Let's get more. Hopefully don't die in the process. Yep, we've got more. enjoy. Would probably help if you went just a little bit faster. Ta-da! Okay. How's it looking now? Need another 240. 50-ish. Less than 240 now. Question is, will I need to give it another batch of optimization tech cards? I think so. Yes. Yes, it almost got there. But it does need just a bit more. Let me through. Alright, now this should tick over, do its cycle, and that will give enough, the 2 crystals, to get this going. We already have enough white data, so there's our 248K element. We'll see it briefly. There it is. Hello, 248K element. With that, we have officially, technically, beaten 248K. We have not beaten, we have absolutely not beaten K2 quite yet. How do we beat K2? Well, we have to build something known as the Intergalactic transceiver, if I can remember where that is. There it is. We have to build one of these. This uses 248K element. Yes, so now beat K2. The thing about this is that it needs a lot of power. It needs power. So, yeah, just for giggles, I'm gonna throw in a Gauss module onto there and give it some speed. Just for giggles. You need to provide it with 60 gigawatts. Or it uses, how much does it use? Oh, it uses 60 gigawatts of input for 30 terajoules of energy capacity. Well, as it turns out, I have a free 60 gigawatts. That is something I happen to have. What do you still need? These guys? And concrete? Alright, now just those guys. Oh god, lots of those guys. There it goes. Hey! The Intergalactic transceiver! We literally have to phone home. Plonk it. And now we wait. Yes, lots of rockets. So many rockets. Put it far away. Why? Why do you want it to be far away from anything? It doesn't explode. It'll go kaboom. But it didn't last time. What, you want it here? Out in the middle of freaking nowhere? It'll kaboom. Alright, well, how long is it going to take to do 30 terajoules at 60 gigawatts? Well, 30,000 gigawatts, or gigajoules. 500 seconds? Yeah. Yep. So, 8 minutes, 8 and a third minutes to do something else, I guess, while we wait for that. Why would they make it go boom? speed up the clock. No. No, we've played the entire playthrough at 1x. It's gonna remain at 1x. 1x is fine. I at no point have had the need to make it go faster. So I'm not gonna make it go faster. Okay, there's an oil line. One oil line of 3. Get some energy armor so I can stay around when it charges up. Nah. Alright, then I need to provide the oil up here. Now, how am I gonna do that? Like that. That's how I'll do it. Okay, that's the oil, and then everything else. So it appears as if all I need now is the seed crystals. So that's part 1. That's part 2, and then that's part 3. Voila. That should almost be enough stuff. I need my crushed lead, because we need to do this thingy. Is power okay? Yes. Pretty short answer. Yes, power is fine. I have an antimatter setup that's able to do a full terawatt by itself. Okay, so that means I now have 412 high energy crystals. Joy. There's stuff down there that wasn't placed, but you know what? I don't think I care. I do care enough. I don't want this thing flashing at me. Please stop flashing at me. Please, stop. Now what? You're missing a entity? You're missing a thingy? I don't want those. I actually don't want those. Those are actually really bad. The charging stations in this game are actually real bad. So, we're at 21 terajoules. It looks like it's making a black hole in the middle, huh? Speaking of black holes. Speaking of, like, everything, I don't need this anymore. So I'm going to remove the inputs. Because, you know, I don't need any of it. I don't need any of it anymore. We only need the one intergalactic transceiver. And with all of that removed, huh? Yeah. With all that removed, that means that I don't need to produce any more of this stuff or this stuff. Which sort of means... You think that this is gonna die? I mean... I can very easily replace it. I mean, I can very easily replace it. How big is this explosion? Because if it goes out to here, that means all of this dies too with it. This I don't care about. This is a dead factory. Now, the question is, do I have to hit the button for it to explode? And then I'll just die? Why would it explode? Okay, we got a message. It's ready for activation. So, shall I hit the button? Alright, I think you... There it goes. Well, it, it didn't actually hurt me. Hi, we beat the game. Welcome! We won! We won. It 166 hours. 166 hours. I apparently didn't die. Apparently I didn't die.
Dispatcher rescue starship. Estimated time required. 268 years.
Estimating time required to send the starship, 268 years, is what that ended up saying. Have I liked 248K? Yeah, it's fine. I think it's an okay addition. Question is, why are my construction bots not fixing any of this? It's a big explosion radius, but the stuff at the edge of the radius does not take that much damage. It, like, barely made the bars move. It's like, well, okay. They added this explosion, but it's not really that destructive. It's a really big explosion. I'll give it that. Very, 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 very bright. But it didn't break anything. It doesn't do enough damage to destroy the building itself, right? And it's now 10 gigawatts of production in and of itself, now that it's activated. Can I do this with multiple? I wouldn't think so, but you know, just keep activating intergalactic transceivers, get infinity power, 10 gigawatts each for free. Just one per surface. Alright, that's fine, whatever. It's fixed. Alright, so it has a lot of health, I guess. Yeah, 10,000 units of health, and it went down to like half. Yeah, all this, it's fine. It's still working. Just a lot of repairs. It didn't even... Alright, so here's the thing about this explosion. I don't think it would have broken basically anything, because it didn't even break a power pole at health 150 at point blank range. It didn't even break the power poles at point blank range. That explosion is not destructive. It does damage, but it's not destructive levels of damage. I think I've just managed to repair everything. So, we've technically won. Why I still don't have a, like, rocket counter, I don't know. We should have the vanilla rocket launch thingy, right? But we don't have the rocket launch UI. It broke this one only. I don't know. I don't actually remember, but it really didn't break much. So there's a few things we haven't looked at yet. No more vanilla rocket counter. Well, that would suck. There's a mod for that. I liked my rocket counter. I liked the rocket counter. Why would they get rid of it? So there's these things, and there's these things that we haven't really looked at yet. So let's at least look at them. Boy, I absolutely have the production to support at least one black hole generator. So this guy has an internal inventory. Like, okay. An inserter set to 1 stack size. And I guess 2 of them separate from each other. We're gonna have the exotic stabilizers, and we're gonna have lithium. Lithium in infinity supplies. Yeah, I'm gonna wait until it has stuff. Excuse me, power. I said power. My only problem with this is that it's gonna put in way too much exotic matter stabilizers. I really don't like the design of this, and I've seen people complain about it too, that it's possible to... It's completely possible to add too much matter material and not have enough space for the stabilizers. We have started. Ah, but it looks like here it's okay. So I guess I need a substation to cover the middle. And that's a lot. And then it stops. So here's the thing. It's supposed to produce a terawatt. Now it's too many. Well, hold up. Start. Here's the thing. Why does that say 61.3 terawatts? It's a bug. It's a bug. We're using 388 gigs out of it right now, from what I can see. It like has really high priority. It has very high priority. Alright, so once this gets consumable matter enough, it's gonna fill this, right? Which is a problem. No, never. Alright, well, fine. As long as it's always, like, clearing this inventory, I think it'll be fine. But the stability is fine. The stability is fine, so it doesn't matter about adding additional stabilizers at this point. In fact, it's actually adding too many, I think. It's adding too many stabilizers. Because it's eating 2 each time it eats. So it's eating twice as many stabilizers as we need. But, meh. Thing is, I don't really have regular inserters anymore. I have to like put in a request for them. Here, regular inserter, go. Bring me thingy. There. You can be that at 1 stack size. Alright, that's better. Now it's actually... it still occasionally does 2. But it is slower. But, yeah, it's fine. It's apparently up to a terawatt of power per black hole generator. But the key thing about having the black hole generator is that by having it, you can then put down a white hole generator and have it operate. The problem with the white hole generator is that these recipes are 10 seconds for anything that you want to duplicate. That is the issue. And then the most useful items that you would want to duplicate can't be duplicated. Like, the most expensive thing I want to duplicate are freaking Gauss modules. I guess HCP circuits are an expensive item that it would be okay duplicating, right? Oh look, it's producing 1.2 terawatts. So, does it actually give the 61.3? HCP and energy cells. Yeah. Fusion assemblers are cheap. I've got infinity of them. I mean, yeah, I can duplicate. Yeah, see, it's giving 1.3. It's not hard capped at 1. It's fully powering. Now, just for my own... just for my own... That would have been cool. For my own, like, laughs. Let's look and see. Okay, it is capped at, like, the 1.3. So it will match the consumption. It will match the consumption of 1. It is exactly 1-to-1. So you can ignore the fact that it says that this consumes 1.03 terawatts with the min consumption edition. It will be pretty exact on here. 1-to-1 ratio. So again, it takes 10 seconds per cycle. If you want to, like, get for free the items that you put in here, in order to actually do it at any significant throughput, you need to have like 50 plus of these machines. And at that point, is it really worth the 2 exotic matter stabilizers per second? Which, hey, can you duplicate those? It's too slow to even be worth duplicating the stabilizers, because you'll use more stabilizers to duplicate the stabilizers than you put in. So it's like, okay. And already, I mean, they're not that expensive, all things considered. It's just the fusion tech is like the biggest expense here, because that's also a lot of power. It's a lot of power to make fusion tech. It's a lot of complexity to make the fusion tech. The high energy crystals, not so much. And you have to literally launch 3 rockets minimum to get the crushed exotic matter, because you need to launch a Sputnik satellite, a space satellite, and a deep space satellite before you get the exotic ores. Yeah, I mean, it's just basically infrastructure that would even come close to being worth doing, using the white hole generator for, but it gets to this point, it's like, well, those are things that by the time we make them, we have the production to make them. So why do I need to be able to... You can't even duplicate the suspension train too. You can't even duplicate the suspension train. So it's like, like... So ultimately, it's a useless mechanic that the white hole generator even exists. It doesn't even need to exist. Can you make things out of wood, for example, via matter? I mean, so matter, I use crude oil. Kill you to the 8. Like, I really don't see a use for the white hole generators. Any use whatsoever that's worth doing. It's a complete waste of time to do anything with the white holes. The black hole, I guess. The black hole generator is fine. I don't like that that bar is going down. Why is that bar going down? I should have infinity. Oh, I know what the problem is. Yeah, I know what the problem is. You there. That's better. Throughput. That bar should go up again. There it goes. Yeah, K2's matter processing. You can, like, the most efficient thing that I could think of for the matter conversions would be for crude oil into rare metals. That is, I think, the best of the matter related stuff. Outside of, antimatter power. Because, like, this is a terawatt. This is a terawatt. Like, ahem. Terawatt versus, I guess it's this. Terawatt. This. You need to do a little bit of nuclear fusion to make the heat to make the stabilizers. And you need to make the crystals and the fusion tech and launch the rockets and all that, but, it's still ultimately a much smaller footprint than this. And then if I wanted to do a terawatt using this stuff, oh god, that's, this stellarator thing, I would need a lot more of these. It's like 20 plus of these. Yeah, you need it's huge. Yeah, it's huge to terawatt on this fusion array. The stellarator reactors. I mean, even the tokamaks, it's still going to be way too big and way too much time. But this was reasonable, so I did a terawatt of it just to do it, because, we get 2 antimatters out. Because we need half the antimatter than we usually would. Thanks to Gauss modules in particular. Best part of 248K is being able to put productivity on basically everything with Gauss modules. They are exceedingly expensive, but you can use them to make it less expensive. So it takes a while to get up and running. Many hours to get it up and running, but once you get it running and you start using them to make the things that make the Gauss modules, why, then things tend to explode like they have here. And as with many other aspects of the base, it tends to explode. Go splody. Oh, and now I have so many high energy crystals that we're not even using this other infrastructure anymore. And oh yeah, we've got full up on the HCP circuits as well. Glorious. Like the last thingies that I needed to really scale. Though it seems I do need to potentially scale the thingies here at some point, maybe. The plates. But I think that's okay. Now, one thing I didn't talk about at all going into the stream today is the fact that I have gone and I have sped up all of my existing advanced sciences. So I want to just mention the fact that I have, in fact, started producing 60 plus science per second on production, utility, advanced, and matter, and optimization, and singularity tech cards. All of these tech cards right here, these tech cards, I am now producing more than 60 units per second. Limited only. I think it's this guy. This guy is the slowest. This is 63.6. And they all appear to be running at their rates. Do I get imersite powder via matter processing or via crushing? Crushing at the moment. this is crushing the ore, and here this is crushing the ore. I didn't really look at things like that with matter processing because some stuff doesn't use Gauss modules. So you can white hole it. You can white hole the stuff. Oh, I didn't. Ah, dang it. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it. So, this is a thing that that came up early on in my explorations of stuffs. Did you know that you do not need to spend ore to get crystals? Oh, this is so dumb. This is so dumb. Yeah, so with Gauss module level 3s, you don't actually need to spend any ore to get infinite crystals. Yeah, that's a thing that you can do. In fact, I think I did that. I had looked at it at some point. It's like, wait, isn't this a thing? Yes, it is a thing, and it's absolutely glorious. So out of matter, so the thing with the matter assemblers, okay, we can put the 4 Gauss modules on it, and to get 30, that's 5 matter, which I usually get my matter out of crude oil, because crude oil is, we get a lot. We get a lot of crude oil. You cannot Gauss the production of the matter, and this does not use any of those stupid thingies either, so you don't need charged whatever the hell they're called. Charged matter stabilizers, I'm pretty sure is the name. This is as compared with this process, the crushing. So we're gonna compare the powder from the standard crushing. If I wanted 30, it would be 15 imersite raw versus 83 crude oil. Oh, and it's, it's 9.2 gigawatts. Just keep that in mind. Versus 422.5 megawatts. So this is, because this sand output, I would probably prefer, if I was going back to do this, because of the sand. At scale, that's a lot of sand that you have to deal with. And as you can see here, where I have like 6 item handling facilities to deal with all of the sand, it's a bit of infrastructure. It's a bit of infrastructure. But doing it the other way, doing it this way, you'll never need to mine imersite ever again. You'll never need the imersite ore if you do this. Even if you want like 3,000 units of stuff, I can get that out of a single well. Like, I can get that much crude oil out of one well. I'm using nearly a terawatt of power to get that much stuff, but hey, it's out of one well. Yeah, and this isn't even going to put a dent into it because it's all on the matter assembler step. It'll use, I think, even more if I throw bacon. Oh no, it uses a lot less if I throw bacon at it. That's great. It's 24. I don't even know exactly how many. I'm just throwing a number out there. Eh. But you see, if I put efficiency beacon, that means that I need to run more cores in different channels. I have to, like, make another channel with efficiency on it. And that's, yeah, I don't feel like doing that. And then having to deal with changing channels on certain beacons to output productivity. Nah. Nah, I think I'm good on that front. So, I don't know what else to do. Frankly, we've beaten the game. I can have a look at the base. We can have a look at the base. I've got some uranium mining up here. I've got a stone mine that I'm not using anymore because it's been replaced with other stone mining. I never did do stone quarries. Yeah, I just kept the mining. What do we have over here? Over here we have ceramics, which, while not effectively, while not maximum efficiency on the output, it's still got that productivity speed exploit going on times 3. So I think it's something like 1,500 units of ceramics per second. It's a lot. It's something. It's something. Not using the iron ore for one exception, and that is for concrete. So most of this mining has gone to waste. I just need the concrete. Aluminium ceramic composite. A lot. Don't even know anymore. Here's the aluminium that feeds it. Didn't ever go back to update that. Stone. Yeah. Level 3 mining drills, full of speed, serviced by bots for this entire ore patch for stone. It's making over 2,000 stone per second, I think, at this point. I know it's at least 1,500. More fiberglass, lots and lots and lots of fiberglass, reinforced plastics. You cannot get the aluminium from the Star Engine. That is not one of the options, unfortunately. Oh yes, natural fiber reinforced plastic, literally only used to make infrastructure at the mall. Lithium, hi lithium, through the Star Engine. This is 1,000 lithium. Say hi to 1,000 lithium. This could be 2,000 lithium. It could be 2,000 lithium. It could be more than 2,000 lithium. Cause yeah, you know that whole productivity thing, exploit with speed, that also applies with the Star Engine recipes, I believe. Because yeah, they are 6-second craft time recipes. If I throw in base crafting speed 5, but that doesn't matter as much. I think technically, if I get this surrounded with enough beacons, and I power it, let's have a look. It absolutely has extra efficiency or extra productivity based off of the speed of the machine. It will cycle more than once per tick, and that's all that matters on the productivity. is that it will give you that extra productivity based off of what it could do, not what it actually is doing. So yeah, it's capable, and it's like that across all of the recipes. Like there's the copper, there's the iron. Good luck providing 3,000 or 30,000. By the way, good luck for that. Good luck providing 30,000. So you'll never get 72,000 units of stuff. It's literally impossible to get that much output from the thing. Literally impossible to get that much output based off of the space involved. When the fastest loaders that exist are 450, as far as I'm aware. No, the Star Engine, each Star Engine produces 1,000 units of this. It's 1,000 per Star Engine. You would need 30 Star Engines. Fully fueled Star Engines. But yeah, anyway. I think I'm going to end off the stream here. I have nothing else that that I can really do anymore that I want to do. We have beaten 248K and Krastorio 2. I am making like over 60 per second on the science. There's a thingy here. So if I do science, excuse me, not science, but tech card. Over the last 10 minutes or minute, you can see, oh hey, I've got some amounts of production on tech cards. Yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing. Now where's the where's matter? There's matter. Where's purple? I guess I'm really overdoing it on purples for them to not even be made. Yeah, I'm really overdoing it on purples. But yeah, anyway. With that, I'm not sure exactly what we'll do next. It might be Nullius, it might be something else. We shall see. But I will not stream on Thursday. Keep that in mind. I will not stream on Thursday. We'll be starting fresh on a Tuesday so that we can have the 2 streams for the week. With that, I would like to thank you all for watching. This has been Otaku Show. But if you've enjoyed today's stream and this series of 248K with Krastorio 2, please be sure to do all the social and engagement stuff down below the video. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you want to subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Consider becoming a member of the channel by hitting the great big blue join button and supporting on Patreon at patreon.com/otakushow. But if you are so inclined and able, I will be back on Tuesday with a new series of something. I hope to see you all.